Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I turned this skivvy into a cute sweater top. So I found this old top in a box of old clothes that I'd been meaning to go through. I'm pretty sure it used to belong to my mum, but when I tried it on it just sat really funny and like the neckline was weird and the sleeves were too short, so I had a little look on Pinterest for some inspiration and decided that I was going to turn it into kind of like a sweater top. Basically I wanted to change the length of the top, the length of the sleeves and the neckline. The first thing I did was got a pair of snips and started unpicking the neck. The neckband was doubled over and it just had this zigzag stitch holding it down. So first I undid that, and then that gave me a little extra fabric to play with. Then the next thing I had to do was unpick this row of top stitching before I could unpick the seam that holds the neckband and the top together. So this took a little while, but eventually I was able to start unpicking the overlocking thread that was holding the neckband to the top. And again, this took a long time, but it was kind of worth it in the end because I didn't lose any fabric. Then I started unpicking the sleeve hems. And I decided I wanted to add some cuffs to the sleeves just to add enough length that I could wear it and it didn't look weird, and it also meant that I could pull my sleeves down over my fingers to keep warm. And I realized the neckband that I'd unpicked was long enough that I could make it into two cuffs, and it was just the right width. So off camera I tried the top on to see where I wanted the neckline to be, and I put a little pin where I thought it would look the best. Here I'm just matching the two sides of the shirt so that I can get the neckline the exact same on both sides. And I kind of just eyeballed it and then just cut it out both at the same time and made it a bit wider. And then the last thing I needed to cut out was I just wanted to cut off some length off the bottom of the shirt. it seemed to be a little bit stretched out, so I thought by cutting off the bottom it would kind of help it to fit a little bit better and just made it the length I wanted it to be, really. Alright, that's everything cut out. Now I'm going to go to the sewing machine, and the first thing I did was opened up those sleeve cuffs and stitched the side seams of those together. Then I lined up the cuff seam with the seam on the sleeve and attached the cuff at the bottom of the sleeve. I'm using a zigzag stitch because it's a stretch fabric that stops it from snapping when you stretch it. And then just to hold that seam onto the inside of the sleeve, I just did another row of straight stitching right along the edge. This is called top stitching. Then I'm just going to stitch the hem. I just folded it up about 1/2 inch and I'm running a zigzag stitch along there. I just used one of the stripes as a guide to get it as straight as I could. Then I got my neckline and folded it over about 1/2 inch, and I'm stitching that down with a zigzag stitch as well. Again, if I'm going to pull my head through the top of this, it means I'm going to stretch it a little bit each time. The zigzag stitch shouldn't snap when you stretch it a little. And that was everything basically. I was finished. The only thing I did was I went ahead and pressed my seams flat just because they were puckering a little bit, and then it was perfect. So that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time on my channel. Please remember to subscribe and give me a like. That would be awesome. Bye.